Sarah Huckabee Sanders, the repulsive governor of Arkansas, who has spent much of her tenure talking about woke and gender and stuff that really she just shouldn't even be dealing with, rather than making the state function better economically. She now put out a video saying that Arkansas is officially the place that everybody wants to move to. It's the best place to move to this year. This is very odd. Very, very odd. Check it out.
It's official. Arkansas is the top state to move to in 2024.
I missed that.
That really shouldn't be a surprise. We have one of the lowest costs of living in America. And
why is that?
my administration has cut taxes 3 times. We're investing in our schools, we're cracking down on crime, and we're standing strong against the crazy left-wing policies that are ruining states like New York and California. If you're fleeing a blue state to come to Arkansas, we're excited to welcome you. Just don't forget why you left.
Okay, so now it cuts to, I guess, like a river. I don't know. So listen, I'm sure people from Arkansas are great. Okay, I'm just talking about data, and this is really a weird video to put out when Arkansas consistently ranks among the worst states on just about every metric. Okay, on healthcare, it's 48th in access and 47th in outcomes. It's not a good place to need care. It's 42nd in K through 12 education, according to Education Week. Not really setting your kids up for success in Arkansas. And if you're raising kids in Arkansas, I'm sorry. I mean, if parenting goes a long way, so I'm sure they can be fine, but the system is not going to be super helpful. She's right that the cost of living is low. There's a reason for that. Number one, wages are insanely low. Arkansas has one of the lowest median household incomes in the United States. But part of the reason cost of living is low is, number one, no one actually wants to move there. And number two, there's no demand or competition for housing. Housing costs are a real problem. And what's happening in California is a major problem. But the reason that the cost of housing in California has been bid up, partially it's because of zoning, and that's a problem nationally. But partially it's because lots of people want to go to California. There are so many people that want to move to Los Angeles that if the prices for housing were cut, there would be too many people going there. And it's the very same Republicans who say they understand supply and demand forget about it when it comes to the cost of living in some blue states. So that's part of what's going on economically. Her government has been focused on culture wars instead of practical issues. She, signs laws rolling back workers' rights, banning books, attacks on LGBTQ rights and reproductive health care, some of the strictest abortion bans in the country. If you assume that at least it's like kind of small town safety in Arkansas, you'd be wrong. 4th highest violent crime rate in the United States, plagued by gang violence, plagued by drug problems, underfunded police departments. Property crime isn't any better. It's the 6th highest property crime of 50 states. The infrastructure is a disaster. The roads are a mess. Rural broadband, forget about it. Infrastructure spending is perpetually underfunded. They're right in the middle of Tornado Alley. So on top of having the poor infrastructure, you can have severe storms and flooding and power outages, which then they are unprepared to deal with properly. So this isn't about saying the people of Arkansas are bad. Someone's got to be 47th, right? If you've got 50 states, someone's going to be 47th. It doesn't mean that the people are bad. These are simply the facts. And it's particularly ironic or depressing, depending on your perspective, that she, after spending her term, making the state worse in so many ways, spending the taxpayer money on this stupid lectern, which I don't even know where it landed and whether she reimbursed the state or what. After all of that, she makes a video going, hey, this is officially the best place to move to in the country. Well, why aren't people moving there then, Governor? That's the question I would ask. Okay, couple things upcoming. First of all, fantastic bonus show for you today. You should consider signing up if the bonus show sounds interesting.
Oh, the bonus show where you want to make money.
Yeah.
Everybody else that makes money to fund themselves is bad.
So here's the schedule through the holidays, all right? We're here today and tomorrow, and then off on Christmas. and then back Thursday, Friday. Next week, we will be off on January 1st, but otherwise it'll be a normal week. Then we've got a couple normal weeks. Inauguration Day is on MLK Day. We will be off that day, but I will be live streaming the inauguration. And then it's just sort of like kind of normal. Okay. So today, tomorrow, off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, same thing next week. I'll see you on the bonus show. And then hopefully I will see you here tomorrow as well. Well, I wrote a book after a long journey and a ton of work. I am really thrilled with how it turned out, and I hope you'll read it. The book is called The Echo Machine, and in a nutshell, it looks at how American politics got so broken, who has already figured out solutions, and how we can try to fix it and stop the terror of Trump for the next 4 years. With Trump winning this election, The Echo Machine couldn't be more relevant, not only a warning about how we got here, but also about what might be coming and how to prevent the worst outcomes. We've got to stay engaged. We need a plan, and that's what the book is about. There's a belief out there that unless you have corporate media behind you, you can't have a successful political book launch, that it's not possible. I think we can prove that wrong. Order The Echo Machine today at davidpakman.com/echo on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Audible, Kindle, anywhere that books, ebooks, and audiobooks are sold. You can also call any local bookstore and say, please order me The Echo Machine by David Pakman. Wherever you get the book, you'll get the free pre-order perks, including the signed book plate. Head to davidpakman.com/free book stuff after ordering.